Flickr, as I said, is a photo sharing site, and there is an activist, a very well-known activist in Egypt. He goes by the name El Aharbawi, but his name is El Hamalawi, and he has been a longtime Flickr user, and he uses Flickr to post a variety of photographs that he has taken. He also is a member of a Flickr group called Piggypedia. And Piggypedia is a group that was started years ago to identify members of Egypt's secret police force. It was done because they wanted to make sure that these people were people who were brought to justice. In the middle of the uprisings in February, Al-Hamalawi, this is the time when Egyptians stormed the secret security headquarters, and they ransacked it, and they're able to get discs. And he took the discs and he posted images from the discs onto his site. And they're images, and below that he had a caption that said, "These are secret police people. They must be brought to justice. This is who they are," et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, so let's stop there. We're in February of 2011, beginning of the Arab Spring. You're at Flickr. You see this post. How do you handle it?
The guidelines seem a little vague, and judgment calls need to be made, I guess. So you could argue either way, whether you take it off or leave it up there, that you're adhering to or not adhering to some of the community guidelines. It feels like maybe they need to be a little more defined, a little more stricter for any real decision to be made based on the guidelines.
So there's clearly a theme with Flickr. If you didn't take the photos, if they're not your photos, that you mustn't upload them. So that seems like that's a large part, that there's no misunderstanding that he knew that they were not his photos, and he thought it was appropriate to use the Flickr format to promote photos that were definitely taken by someone else.
Mm-hmm. So the decision that was made by Flickr is that, look, there are a number of things. There are a number of issues with this photo. Number one, it's basically threatening someone, and it's also that it's not their own photograph. So the decision was made to take it down. And I think you pointed out one of the things to think about. The community guidelines are vague. One of the things I would posit is there are hundreds of millions of pictures posted on Flickr, and to figure out a guidelines that would address every single layer of ingenuity of someone who's interested in posting pictures would be completely impossible. So one of the reasons that guidelines are deliberately left open is because it's impossible to cover everything, and the more detailed you are, the more someone can argue and say, "Ha-ha, you have not covered this. That means that it is allowed." So there is an aspect of judgment call being made. So anyway, to answer your question, which I've said a lot of words, to answer your question, the decision was made to take it down, but the reason given, the public reason given, was because those pictures were not his. And not only were they not his, he explicitly said, "Hey, I stole these from the caption said, I took these from the security office, which we have just ransacked. These are not my pictures, and here they are. Bring this person to justice."